our training, we can add so many layers as to why we don't do certain things that are going to help us, I guess, live a better lifestyle or train better or get the body we want or lose the weight we want to do or, you know, all these sorts of things. And we can tend to add, like, you know, based on our, you know, conditioning with life, it might be emotional barriers, it might be mental barriers, it could be work barriers, lifestyle, you know, the people that you're influenced by, trying to get into the gym, all these sorts of things, injuries, that's a big one as well. But I wanted to talk about it as, like, literally your journey is an equation. It's a mathematical equation. And I love this one, even though I don't like maths, but it's pretty straightforward. So hopefully you guys can kind of, you know, if you don't like maths, you can still get something out of it. So the process of fitness is an equation. Do the work. This is the work, I'll talk about it. Do the work plus consistency equals result. Straightforward. We don't need to add anything to it. Like, it is what it is. And to be able to do this, the only two things you need is focus and discipline. That's literally it. There's no other secret ingredient. You need to focus, you need to discipline yourself. That's it. Okay? Everybody is capable of that if we really want it. So I really want you guys to think about that when it comes to, I guess, when you're facing a challenge in the next 8 weeks or wherever point you're at. Where's your focus? Where's your discipline? Okay? So, we've got a little drawing. Our dude, he really wants to get up to here. This is his goals. Your goal might not necessarily be muscle growth, but hey, it's easy to draw. So, you know, he's wanting to go up his road, you know, across his journey, and he wants some more muscle. And here he is at the end of his road with some muscle, feeling like a king. Very happy, obviously, he's stoked. So, the things that we need to think about when it comes to our journey: 8+ hours sleep. I know that one is a really challenging one for people. I myself am challenged by it with my work schedule. But if I don't do the work and I don't get the sleep, 1, I won't be able to train as hard. 2, that's my up here as well. 2, I won't be able to recover properly because sleep is literally essential to recovery. So that's 2 things that I can no longer tick. 3, I'm probably not going to eat well, which is also on here, because I'm going to be emotionally drained and probably wanting to get like a quick fix of something that makes me feel good, which is shit food. So pretty much my plan is out the window because I don't have focus and I don't have discipline. Go to bed. Go to bed. Get your sleep. If you can't get 8 hours, aim for 8 hours. Eat well. Big one. I know we find it really, really hard because snacking and work and like all these things. Like I totally get it, guys. We all do it. But what happens to you when you just eat well? You don't have to buy those snacks. You don't have to stop at that drive-through. Like, I'm not trying to be a fitness influencer here. Like, we are capable of not doing it. So what happens to us when we start eating well? It's essential. We need it for our journey. Train hard. This is a really important one. And I guess we can, especially if you get a little bit caught up or unsure about this one, I know myself, I really promote, you know, being safe in your body and respecting your body before smashing yourself. But there is also a time and a place to train hard, okay? So if it's not giving you pain or you don't have an injury, then we should be training hard, okay? So you need to do the work. You need to challenge yourself, to push yourself. That's part of it. And then the last one is we need to recover properly. Super, super important. We're not going to be able to do any of these other things if we don't recover properly. So if you're already getting sleep, that's amazing. If you're already eating well, that's really, really good. Don't kid yourself with this one. Make sure you actually are eating well. And then other things that you can look at is manage your stress levels. Make sure that, you know, it's not just your 45-minute class or your 30-minute class or your hour-long class that you do once a day and you sit for 8 hours. How can you incorporate movement into the rest of your day? I know it's challenging with a desk job. Try and fiddle, move around, stretch, do all these sorts of things. Foam roll is a really big one for recovery as well. Make sure you're foam rolling and stretching properly. And then if we do all these things, we will get to where we want to be. It's really that simple. I guess one of the other little points I wanted to touch on with all of this as well is that, and it's not just for me, but all the coaches at Prana, is that you should enjoy this. Like it's amazing when you see results, and it's amazing when you're at the end being like, damn, I did it.